All right, buddy, so go ahead and tell the people your name and where you're from if they haven't seen part one to your story.
Well, if you ain't seen part one, man, it's Buddha 86, man, from the east side of Chicago, South Chicago neighborhood to be exact, 86 in Baltimore.
That's what's up, dog. And I think your video got what, like, it's going on like 50,000 or something like that views.
Yeah, it's 50
Uh,
plus views, like 54 last time I checked.
Ain't that shit crazy, man, to know that many people watch your face, man?
And the comments, they was fucking with me in the comments. It was. I got a lot of love in the comments. It was some funny people in there, but I got a
Yeah.
lot of.
You know, I drop a video almost every day, man. You know, I do a lot of interviews. I like to keep track of the comments the best I can, but typically after like an hour of the video dropping and I read the comments, after that, man, it's just like I can't keep up with it. So you know more about the comment section, how the turnout of it was, than know more about it than I do. But the likes and the comments that I seen, you know, they want you back on. And I wanted you back on because I felt as though the stories that you were telling were very, you were painting a picture and very entertaining. Not anyone can just come on here and tell a story that can keep people's attention. So you got talent in that area, my friend. And here we are, part two. I think the last one we left off was the notorious Pontiac lockdown. But hey, tell the people really quick, just give them a quick refreshment, how much time you did all together and all that good stuff. Just a quick rundown really quick.
All right, well, all together, I did 12 years, 9 months just recently for attempt murder with first degree attempt murder with intent to kill. You know what I'm saying? They had 3 victims on my case, shot them in a restaurant. They let me cop out to 1 count, you know what I'm saying? Because they really didn't have none. They never caught me on the scene or nothing. They just had people telling on me,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much the sum up. Last time I just came home from jail, it was a 12-year, 9-month stretch.
Yeah, and you ain't been out too long. I think you've been out less than 2 years, right? A year and some change?
Yeah, year and some change, like a little over a year and a half. I got out June 2018, so June this year make 2 years.
Yeah, and that's a long ass stretch, man.
Long time.
I acknowledged this in the past before. I've been to prison twice. 4 years here, 3 years there, a few months here, going in and out of jail. But I ain't do no damn 12 straight. I have a lot of individuals on here that have done some serious time, man. And 12 years straight, that's a chunk, dog.
That's a whole different monster right there.
It is, man. And this is the thing too. A lot of cats, just like yourself, man. You coming fresh out the pen. Look, I remember, and I ain't do no 12 years straight, okay?
Right.
Just doing 3 or 4 years straight, you come out and you go straight into social media land after everything's changed up. Look, this is, you got to understand, when you first leave prison, it takes a good year or so to get that shit out your system to the way that you're thinking. You know what I mean? You're always on you're always in gangster mode when you first get out. And a lot of these cats that come on my show, man, they don't really know how to take in all the negativity too with the positivity, so that it can get to them. I don't want y'all thinking anything like that, but you just got to take it how it is. That's how the social media realm is. But ladies and gentlemen, just take that into consideration. These guys, a lot of these guys on here, they're just fresh out the pen, and for them to come onto this show and tell their story, and then read all the comments and then read all the troll shit and then still be able to hold their composure, man. I salute to them that have been on the show, and I salute to you, man. I can tell you got the characteristics. You don't give a shit about none of that bullshit.
Hey, I swear, bro, I was laughing at a lot of those comments, like they ass was capping on the love life, but that shit was funny to me. Like, I didn't take it personal. I can't take it personal. You don't know me personally, so how I'm gonna take it personal? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just basing your opinion off a couple minutes of listening to what I gotta say and perceiving it however you perceive it. You know what I'm saying?
That's the best piece I heard in a while, man. You said they don't know you, man. They don't. Nobody knows anyone in this YouTube, bro. You ain't met me. You heard me talk a bunch and tell you a little bit about myself. But no one, man, you don't truly know someone until you live around them, been kicked it with them for years and years, and even then, man, sometimes you still don't know 'em, you
It's
know?
true. It's levels to all us, man. It's levels. It's too many
Yeah,
levels.
yeah, yeah. Uh, but yeah, man, you have a very interesting story. You did a lot of time. I mean, the shit that you did was kind of something out of a gangster flick. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That I mean, ladies and gentlemen, someone walk into a restaurant popping some fools. I mean, that's the type of shit you see in the movies and stuff, you know? I mean, it happens in real life, but a lot of these people, they don't understand the seriousness of it, man. So you really got to break it down, you know, in that way
Yeah,
for them to understand.
unfortunately, man. Unfortunately, my experiences up until that time, man, led me to, think like that was a good idea or that was plausible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Which in the case it was. You know what I'm saying? I was saving a life. You feel what I'm saying? They had my boy trapped in there. Everything seen part two and heard me break it down, but yeah, it was necessary to a certain extent.
yeah,
But it's a
yeah.
lot go with being able to wake up and make a decision like that.
You know, we're humans, man. So when something hits our little, our emotional button, you know, there ain't nothing really you can do about it, man. You just go with the flow. It ain't nothing
And
you can do about it, man. You know, I mean, it's hard to break past the emotion side of things and think rationally, but you know, it is what it is. We're humans, and people act based upon emotion, and especially if it's your loved one or family member or something like that, people are just gonna react. So it's a human instinct, man. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that video pinned in the comment section for y'all to check out if y'all ain't seen his first video. And let's start
appreciate
off,
that.
man. We're in Pontiac. We're going towards Pontiac, right? Where were you leaving from?
Oh yeah, when I went to Pontiac, I had left from Centralia. Like we had
Centralia.
yeah, we beat up. It was pretty sweet down there. I was doing some easy time down there, but like how we operate, man. You step outside them guidelines, we feel like you violated us. Like it ain't really nothing to talk about. So me and three of the other Latin folks had moved on this big ass stool pigeon and shit, man. We had got word that it was most likely him through a little investigation or whatever the case may be, and like he was like the biggest stool pigeon on the compound anyway.
Wait,
So
what do you mean by biggest? Like the biggest, or like
oh
physically the biggest?
both ways.
Damn.
He was at least I'm 6'3". He was at least like 6'7" on the low.
Damn, man.
The man he was a big 15 size shoe wearing motherfucker, man.
Oh.
It was a big boy on the low. He was a
Yeah.
big boy, but like it was easy, low key. Like surprisingly, it was easy. Surprisingly, like I had a easier time than I thought we was gonna have. Cause like I ain't gonna lie to you, it might sound a little fucked up, but like I had like a couple little small Mexican brothers with me, and then I had one short white brother with me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they was all short as hell on this big
Oh, so
ass
y'all.
thing,
All right.
man.
Well, look. Let me break this. Let me let me ask you something, man. 'Cause this is actually good for the people. Even though it's a crazy situation, someone got hurt. You know, I'm over here glorifying nothing, but at the same time, man, we got to break this down for a second, really quick. First
All
off,
right,
tell people what the hell is a stool pigeon? Tell the
all
people
right.
that,
Stool
man. For
pigeon.
those that don't know.
That's a snitch, man. That's somebody that's involved in the criminal element that involves the authorities on any type of level to help them gain any type of leverage or leeway or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
giving up information to make it light on themselves. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that's a stool pigeon. Like anytime you tell them somebody to get them in trouble, to get you out of trouble, yeah, like or period.
Yeah.
Just you telling them anything wrong and you doing wrong yourself, you a stool pigeon, you a snitch. Like
Yeah.
you going against the code.
Okay. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Stool pigeon, pretty much a snitch, and I've seen plenty of those. Now, let me ask you this, man. So you had your homeboys before you went up there. Y'all were ready to go, right?
Yeah, it wasn't even my issue. To be honest, it wasn't even my issue. Like I was cool, and I had just came back from
You good?
school, and two of my homies, they walk up to the cell like, man, folks, this the move. We finna we,
Ah!
we finna slide off. You want to ride out or not? But I'm alerting you because I know what type of member you is. I'm alerting you so you know what's going on, so you can decide whether you trying to slide with us or not. But like, we finna get up with dude immediately as soon as he come home from work. I mean, come back to the cell block from work. I'm like, all right, shit. I'm gonna holler at you in a minute. Let me spin back on you. So they closed my door. I already knew what time it was. I knew what I was gonna do. So as soon as they closed the door, I sat there. I soaked in my sorrows for like 30 minutes, thinking about what type of spiel I'm finna give my family, my friends. Everybody's been waiting on me because, like, by this time I done been locked up for some years already. And,
Ain't
and,
that
and
some shit, man?
yeah, I done been locked up for some years already, and I know I'm about to lose time. I know they about to take some time from me, possibly a year or more. They probably give
Yeah.
me a whole new case and all type of shit. So I'm like, man, I'm finna fuck my out date up. So I'm sitting here soaking in my sorrows. I'm getting all that uh
Just
emotional
get
shit out
mentally
the way.
prepared for it, huh?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here like, damn, finna let my people down. Like, fuck, like, but I ain't got no choice. This what I do. This how
Yeah.
I live. This how I'm living. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm in a joint. Ain't no turning back. I'm here now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I get that out the way, and then I got in go mode. I packed up all my shit, laced up my shoes, everything. Like, it wasn't nothing to think about. It was nothing but aggression after that until it was time. That was all on my mind, aggression until it's time
Yeah.
to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I ain't got no room to kick it. I ain't trying to laugh. I ain't trying to joke. None of that shit. Like, get straight in mode, you
Yeah.
know? So that's what happened. I got in mode. I came back, let them know you ain't got to even question whether I'm sliding or not. Like, you already knew what time it was with me, you know what I'm saying? I just had to get my shit together real fast. Like, what time we doing this shit? So we find out the time, whatever, he getting off of work. He come back to the unit, and shit. Long story short, man, he walked up in the day room. He thought everything was cool. He got to talking to us and shit, and motherfucking
Oh shit, he rolled up on y'all, was chatting with y'all and everything.
thought it was cool. Like, he ain't even knew we knew. You know what I'm saying? He knew we knew that he was a stoolie, but he didn't know like that like we thought
You were
he fucked
plotting
with
on him.
bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he walked in and walked up to us because we was like the only motherfuckers in the day room because everybody seen us with our shoes laced up. They seen a couple of us our shirts off and shit. Like, it was four of us. They seen like two of us with our shirts off. They seen us with our shoes laced up, and they know like when the four members that they did see, they knew when they seen all us laced up, like how we was coming. Like, you see our shoes tied, like, you know it's for a reason. We ain't playing no sports, like, you know it's finna go down. Like, we ain't doing no capping, we ain't doing no bluffing, we ain't trying to scare nobody with our looks. It's going down.
I'm surprised dude even rolled up on y'all.
Yeah, right. So I think he was trying to fill out the situation because he was seasoned too. So he had been around. He was way older than us and everything. So like he knew, but like he didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So like when he walked up, got to trying to kick it, like he trying to fill us out. He looking like that. I could see that he looking, but he trying to like talk through it like ain't none. And then folks ass just cracked his ass. When he cracked him, it was over with. We literally beat the shit out of him. He shitted on himself.
Dang.
Love. He shitted
Holy
on himself,
shit.
but
And
I
that
mean
dude big as hell, huh?
yeah, he was big as fuck, man. That's
What'd
what
he
he deserved.
do? I mean, he give up any kind of fight back, or he just ball up? You know,
To be
most
honest,
people just
like
ball the hell up when there's four people punching. You know.
to be honest, like we was savages on his ass. Like his ass was just trying to get out that jam. Like he wasn't trying to do
Dude,
shit but get out
yeah,
that jam. We was on his ass like roaches.
it's crazy. But you know, he's a stool pigeon, right?
Hey,
You
that's
know,
what you get.
you
I
can't be
mean,
snitching in
you
the
in
pen,
jail.
dog. You know.
You you in jail. You mind your business. You will be all right. You operate like a respectable man. People gonna treat you with respect, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know, I've had other people on from Illinois. I've had a few people on, and you know, a lot of people say the gang stuff kind of dies out in prison, but as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it still rolls out. It still has a little bit of structure, even in the penitentiary. Just depends on who you're with, man.
Who you around?
yeah, who you're around, what kind of time it is. If there's a bunch of gang members in there, probably gonna keep close to the structure. You know what I mean? And look out for each other the same way they would, let's say, in Cook County or something. But yeah. So you what happened? How'd you get caught up with that one? They just saw you on the out there in the pod rushing dude, and they just locked it
Oh
down,
yeah,
or what?
they had to pull us all up off of them and shit. They all the guards came in and shit with the mace. They mace bro them. I luckily dodged the mace on the low when they came in. I seen what time it was.
You
They
got lucky with that.
on the luck cause he was tangled up with my homie Moose. So when he
Mm-hmm.
was tangled up with Moose, uh 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 they focus was on them two, you know what I'm saying? Because they was tangled up. Like us, we was able to separate, you know what I'm saying, get up off of him. But we had pulled him to the ground, and Moose was like up under him with like his arms wrapped up. Like Moose had his arms wrapped up, so he couldn't even really do shit. So we was just all over him. So when they came and really pulled us up off of him, the only two left was Moose and him. So they
Yeah, they
sprayed him
macing
and
him,
Moose and
yeah.
shit, because like it was still going on and shit. So they was like blocking us from getting back to him, and they sprayed and shit. So once they
Yeah.
sprayed, it was pretty much over. Like you can't really too much breathe when they
Nah,
spray,
nah,
especially on
nah.
the inside. It was on the
Yeah.
inside of the pod in the day room, so ain't no ventilation like that. Like,
Yeah.
so that pretty much killed everything right there when they sprayed that shit.
Yeah, that mace ain't no joke, dog. I got mace in
Yeah.
jail. And that shit treacherous. Heinous.
I didn't even get mace. The first time I experienced mace, I was in Pontiac Sig, bro. Like that bitch used to get mace down so often. It was like air.
Yeah, I heard some crazy stories about Pontiac, man. Is that where they took you after this? All right, let's hear it, man. Let's get into it. How they roll in?
All right, so Pontiac was a whole different monster, bro. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you.
That's what I hear, man.
It's psychologically challenging, man, because like you in the cell 24 hours, except for like one day out the week, you will come out just like NRC. If y'all seen part one, you will see like NRC, you was out 24. I mean, you was in 24 hours, except for like one day of the week, they'll let you out for about 2.5 hours. Other than that, you in the cell the rest of the week, all day long. Like, you ain't going nowhere.
Unless you got a good celly.
Yeah, it wasn't even no cellies at the time. When I first got the Pontiac.
Okay.
It was too dangerous for cellies, right? So when I first got the Pontiac, you was just in the cell by yourself. The galleries is stacked on top of each other. So if you on the even side is 1 gallery, 3 gallery, 5 gallery, 7 gallery, 9 gallery, and it's all on one side. So you can't see nobody. So you become like an acoustic expert. Like I know deaf voice from 15 cells down, 2-3 galleries down. Like I hear you down there. Hey, Def, that's you, fool.
Yeah. You'll be. Hey, your hearing's gonna be amped up a level. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's just to paint a quick picture, and hopefully I can find an image of this place. But yeah, it's just a bunch of tiers, but it's not in the shape of a pod. It's just like when you were probably looking at what. Was there any windows or something in front of you?
Window.
Bubbled out windows?
See out that bitch.
Yeah. That's
looking toward the window.
Yeah. So they have probably what 6-7 floors or something. I can't remember what you just said.
Yeah.
And it's cells on top of cells, but they can't see nothing. Do y'all have mirrors? Were y'all allowed to look out the cell with mirrors?
Yeah,
or anything?
Like if you behind the bars, if your cell got the bars, like you towards the front of the tier. Front of the wing, I mean, the gallery, you got bars, so you able to like be creative, or people sneak mirrors in or something and sell them, you know what I'm saying? So you might buy a little piece of mirror so you can be able to watch down the gallery, see the police come, you know what I'm saying? Have a little mirror in your hand. It look like you just standing at the bars, but low key you looking down the way, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's that's the only time you get to see somebody.
I'll tell you what, man. That mirror, I had a mirror when I was in SEG one point. That was like my damn entertainment, was that mirror. It's like my television. I would sit there for hours like this, just looking around the whole damn shit. Ain't nothing jumping off, but there ain't shit else to do. Ain't nothing else to do.
COs walking around, that's all you really looking at.
That's it.
And like you could go to like the infirmary though, like you go to like the healthcare and all that. Like, yeah, they let you out the cell for that, but you shackled.
Hey, I got a funny. Hey, I hate to stop you, man. I got a funny story about mirrors, really quick. This was at the point where they sold the mirrors. It was like these plastic mirrors that they would sell in commissary, real flimsy and shit. But they're a mirror, and you can still see. And I remember there was this one correctional officer, man, and man, she was thick, dog. You know what I mean? Like everyone, every time she came in that shit, everyone was just going crazy, man. So I'll never forget it though. But the mirrors was the thing in this place because we're in Seg and that's all we had. Every time this joint made rounds, you would see as soon as it went past the cell, you would see a hand come out with a mirror. Poof! Like damn! As soon as it walked past, you see nothing but mirrors, man. Watching that jank walk out the block. But yeah, man. All right, so back in Pontiac. You're on the gallery.
Yeah, we on the gallery, and let me tell you about the first night.